Welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to be talking about the 300 Days Fitness Challenge. Where we started, the main goal, the outcome, my thoughts, and what is next. But if you haven't yet, make sure you subscribe to the channel and pound the like button. Let's get to it. Alright, so where do we start with this conversation? Well, here is me on day one of this 300 Days Fitness Challenge. Right over here is what my goal was. And right over here was the actual outcome of the challenge. The first question is, was the picture in the middle a realistic goal? Well, I don't think it was a realistic goal, but however, it was something I was striving to go for. I'm definitely not gonna look like that guy, because I'm not that guy. I don't have his genetics. And who knows for how long this guy's been working out. Now, what I can do is give it my best to be the best me I can be. So, after 300 days of working out every single day, this is the best I could come up with. This is as far as I got. Now, is this the end? No, this is not the end. Now, if you're wondering, because you probably did not watch the entire 300 days back to back to back, because who has time to watch a 300 days series? If you're wondering how I got here, so here is just an overview or a review of what I did to get here. So I started on day one with very easy and simple exercises, no changes whatsoever to my diet. Just started working out every day after day after day, different body parts, different exercises. And as time went on, I started adding exercises to the routines, adding sets to the routines, modifying exercises, and so on. Still no changes to the diet whatsoever. The only thing I did was to count my calories, my consumption of calories, so I could figure it out where my maintenance calories was. Once I figured that out, then I knew what to do. It was to be on a calorie deficit. I did not know what this calorie deficit was going to be. I just knew I did not want it to be too great of a deficit. Just like exercising, it started really slow, very little, one day at a time. Same thing, I wanted to approach the dieting aspect of it. I did not want to go into a 500, 600, 800 calorie deficit right off the bat. I wanted to start somewhat slow. So I started with 300 or 400 calorie deficit, which I made the mistake that many people make of seeing the scale going down fast, and you're like, oh yeah, I'm liking it. But then your body doesn't like that. It's like, oh, you're starving. You need to eat. So you tend to like cheat on your diet. So went back to the drawing board and I brought up the calorie intake up to where I was still on a deficit, but I did not feel hungry or starving, or did not feel like I was on a diet. So I went from losing 2.5 to 3 pounds a week back up to losing between half a pound and 1 pound, 1.5 pounds a week. So that was the sweet spot where I left the calorie deficit. And it was pretty much a 200, 250 calorie deficit that I was pretty much after day 150. After day 150 was when I found a sweet spot, and I left it there until pretty much the end of the challenge. Even though I kind of wanted to go into a steeper deficit, I decided that I wanted to keep eating the same because I didn't want to be hungry, and instead decided to do more cardio. So I increased the cardio to burn more calories, but still taking the same amount of calories. So still in a deficit, but not the deficit was not an intake deficit, but more so on a burning deficit. So that is what helped me burn most of my fat. Now, as I said, this was on a 300-day period, and this didn't happen overnight. As you can tell in this bunch of picture updates that I took throughout the challenge, you can see my body changing from day 1 to day 300. There are many pictures. I don't have them in front of me, so I can't tell which days they are, but they are on the screen. You can see them right now. With constant exercise, lots of cardio, calorie deficit, and definitely a lot of discipline, we got to where we are today, which is the picture that you're seeing right now on the screen. Now, again, back to the question, was this picture, was this goal a realistic goal? The answer is no, not really, not a realistic goal. At least not for 300 days. I will say 2 more years and I will look more like this guy. And I will say maybe one more year, I'm not sure. 1 or 2 more years I will have more muscle maturity to make it to look like this guy right here. But besides that, that's not a reason to stop working out, and a reason to stop pushing. The main goal is to be the best you that you can be. And if you don't start, you're never gonna get there. Never gonna get there. That's something I learned as I started it. Now, the question I get a lot is, why 300 days? Why so long? And why every single day? Well, I do a lot of things every single day. I eat every day, I shower every day, I sleep every day. There isn't a day that I go by and say, man, I've been sleeping for the past 600 days. I should just stay up for a week. No. The body needs exercise. Not the more you exercise, but you need to keep your body in motion. Keep on going, keep it working, because if you don't move, it'll just slow down on you. And picture of day 1 is the prime example of what happened when you stop carrying, when you stop moving, when you stop doing things that you like to do. Don't let life overwhelm you and stop you from doing things. It's your life, you control it. Make sure you do things to keep you healthy, keep you alive. As far as diet goes, that's gonna be a different video. I did make a few mistakes along the way, not just getting a deep of a calorie deficit as a mistake. Also, I ruined some meals for me on this challenge. Oatmeal. I'll get back to oatmeal, but there was a time where I decided to have oatmeal every morning for breakfast. Only lasts 2 weeks. That only lasted 2 weeks. But other than that, don't go too crazy. The video for the diet will come up one of these days. Now the question is, what's next now? 300 days. Now what? Well, this is what I came up with. If you notice, somewhere over here, I'm not sure where, one of the corners, most likely up here. That's where I'm going on a bike ride. That's what I did already. I already did my core and cardio exercise for the day. It's my day off, but I did not. I recorded the video, just not a regular part of the 300 Days Fitness Challenge type of video. Also, I did it to keep on going, keep on going. What's next? What is next is the parts of my body that did not get enough love, attention, and developed. So my chicken legs and my core, I definitely want a six-pack. I did not really get a six-pack on this challenge. I overestimated how much fat I needed to lose to get a visible, an actual visible, defined six-pack. That's the one thing. Number two is that I'm not sure what my generics are for a six-pack. If they're gonna be a real six-pack, a four-pack, two-pack, or I'm just gonna have a flat stomach regardless of how much fat I lose from my core. But I'm going to continue and put a little more emphasis on the core and the legs for sure. I did get a little bit of starting vascularity going on the legs. So if I keep going a little bit harder, I'm pretty sure I'm gonna get a little bit more definition in the quads and the calves. So that is gonna be the next. Is it gonna be a recorded challenge? I don't think so. Leave comments on the comment section below and let me know if that's something that you would like to see me on a challenge again and how you like to see it. Other than that, that's gonna be it. That's it for the video today. Again, don't forget to subscribe to the channel and pound the like button. I'll see you tomorrow. All right, adios.